going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today is July 28th, 2018. And we're going to do a quick technical analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, IOTA, EOS, and Ripple. So, I want to start by saying, overall, I believe that the sentiment of the crypto market right now is starting to turn a little bit negative. Okay, we had this big news story with the ETF and all this hype that was used to manipulate people's emotions to get people into a buying spree, which gave us this psychological momentum that we see in front of us, this FOMO, and then it got rejected. Now, I'm not saying that immediately means we're going to have a collapse, but we've got this same routine just over and over and over and over again. I think people are really getting sick of it. Now, remember what I always tell you: don't trade by what the news says. You got to think like a contrarian. A contrarian observes the masses and does the opposite. Okay? If you want to be a good trader, you have to think like a contrarian. Are you going to be a sheep or a shepherd? Okay? So, I believe the psychological sentiment of the overall market right now is a little bit negative. We did see a volume decrease since yesterday. The market cap went down slightly, still hovering around 300 billion, but the 24-hour volume is concerning. The volume on Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptos is concerning to me. Volume is basically my number one indicator. You need volume, okay? When you get lack of volume, complacency seeps in, and most likely the odds are, as time goes on, the bears will get stronger. Okay, so let's jump right into some charts. Okay, so as for Bitcoin, let me just pull out my brush here real quick. Okay, so first, volume. The volume is pitiful. It's not even meeting the daily average volume requirements. Okay, the volume is tiny. Okay, the RSI, it's kind of sorry, I gotta undo that. On the RSI right now we are at 56. It is on the top half of the RSI band, but it's not really too bullish how I'd like it. It could easily lose strength quick, especially with the volume being low. Okay, let me show you something else too. If you look at the RSI, we have a downwards trend of strength. Okay, so soon on the strength indicator, we should see if it's going to break or is it going to go down. Okay, now again, on the momentum, lower highs in the momentum. Okay, there's definitely not enough momentum here that's making me happy. Okay, we had a short reversal signal here, and I believe we're gonna have a quick reversal signal to go back down right here. So I definitely think the momentum is decreasing. It's not a good sign. It's a bearish sign. So Bitcoin can only go two ways. We either need some serious whale volume, some serious whale money to jump into the market now, to kind of give it a little bit of a revival jump start to break this resistance of 8,500. Right now we're on a 2-hour candle chart. So earlier on today and last night, people were expecting a higher high, but instead, like I said on my previous cast, the bears are going to be looking for lower lows. I was expecting a lower high, I'm sorry. And that is exactly what we got. We have a downwards trend right now. Okay, so it's either if we get some volume that comes in, some money come in, we need new investors. In my opinion, this whole news, all this positive news, was all manipulation. Okay, now I believe the big dog investors that pays the news, they just made a quick profit. They're going to cash out, spread more FUD. The price is going to drop, and then they're going to snag it back up again and do the whole thing all over again. Okay, but people are getting worn out with just the constant up and down, up and down, up and down, but nothing serious for the long-term investor. Those hodlers are getting wrecked. People that have been hodling since the beginning of 2017 and still haven't cashed out at the end of 2017 when the market correction came, they're pulling their hair out by now. Okay, that is why I tell you guys you need to learn how to trade. Don't be a hodler. Okay, hodlers will hold on to their coins for years and miss 50 life-changing trades along the way. You're here to make money, not to be a hermit with your coins, right? So there's two ways. We get the volume, the money comes back in, we get enough momentum driving behind it, the sentiment, we get some positive mood swings that come, psychological mood swings that comes with it. We're going to break this 85 barrier, but I'm not looking for a break where it just touches 85, goes a little bit underneath it, then comes back down. No, we need a flush break to be positive, okay? So we need this to be break, and we needed to go up to at least, it needs to be a flush break. It can't just touch it and go up a little bit above the 85 resistance and then come right back down, okay? And then go up it again. We need a straight flush break to really give confidence, okay? So let me just undo that real quick. So now, if it keeps going the way it is with this all these bearish signs right here, I believe we're going to break the trend line. And plan A, we will either come down and I'll hit this support around the 7,800 level before coming back up, right? And maybe bouncing off the 85 again, come back down, come back up, and eventually break it, depending on what the future has in stake. If we get more volume and the money comes, more investing comes back into it. Or we will, instead of that, we will break this trend line, come down to the support. We'll break that, and the next stop down, we're looking around the 7,200 area is a strong support. Okay, so those are two options that could happen with Bitcoin right now, depending on what the circumstances are, which will be definitive real soon. Okay, so now another thing I want to show you about TradingView that really pisses me off is if you look at this technical analysis bar, and it always gives you its opinion of what to do. Right now it's telling you to buy Bitcoin. This usually misleads a lot of people that don't know how to trade. Of course, it could be right sometimes. It could be right now. But I don't think they should have this, because this messes a lot of people up. This gives people false signals. They trust this. I always say, don't trust nothing about technical analysis and trading, okay? And you all gotta remember, it's all based on human psychology, okay? So that's my analysis on Bitcoin. Now let's jump over to Ethereum, okay? Now, same with Ethereum. Ethereum really hasn't been getting much love, guys. Really hasn't been getting much love. So, as you can see, we have a straight shot down, right? So we have a resistance of about 485. We have two double top taps up here. And right now we're just kind of see what happens in the next few hours. Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna come down? Like I said, we need the whale volume to come in. We need some whales jumping into the ocean right now. Okay? There's too many sharks and the HFT bots and all sorts of stuff swimming around. So, so I believe, as you can see, let's look right here. We have the 55 exponential moving average just crossed over, which is this red line. And when the green lines are underneath it, that means the bears are pulling down. It's getting stronger, right? So my analysis on the market right now is we're gonna see some price. We're gonna see some red candles inbound. We're gonna see some selling going on, and I believe we might hit this 454 support. But like Bitcoin, if it breaks that, it's support and it'll go down to the next one. Same thing with Ethereum if that happens. If the volume and the money doesn't come into the market now, and I think we could hit around the $440 area, okay, before coming back up. Of course, we might come down, hit this support, come back up, test the resistance, come back down. Maybe depending, like I said, all depends on investing and the volume that comes in. If we have good news, the psychology, all those things you got to incorporate with these options I'm giving you as the time goes on. But my opinion, my analysis is the bears are getting stronger. They're pulling down, and we're gonna break some supports. Okay, So again, the volume's pitiful. We have a decline on RSI. Same thing, decline on the momentum. So we got some bearish signals popping up there. Okay. So, and another thing I want to show you guys real quick. Let me undo all this. Traders, full-time traders, aren't interested at these. Full-time traders aren't interested at these levels, okay? Right now it's in the middle of this support and resistance. They will either start to buy it at the support depending on what the circumstances are with the volume and the the sentiment and all those kind of things. And so right here, if they bought at the support, they see it falls down and the stars align correctly, they could see that they can make a profit of 7.92% if they think it's going to go up and test the resistance again before they sell off, right? And right now it's in the middle. So if full-time traders, it's not very attractive right now in this range for it. Sorry, am I back on a Bitcoin chart? I'm back on a Bitcoin chart, but same thing. Same thing, guys. If full-time traders are going to take a position again, they probably sold when it hit this resistance over here. They're probably going to wait for the support to come back. If the bulls are going to get back on the ramp and work their way up, we're going to see the full-time traders jump back in around the support level, okay? Because they could see, as you can see, you get about an 8% profit right there if you have a nice trade set up. So let's jump over to IOTA. Now IOTA, and again, the market is still on the bullish side of the coin, okay? I'm not saying the bears are back for good. I'm just saying we have extremely low volume and the bearish sentiment, the FUD that's going out right now, a failed FOMO attempt. So I believe we're gonna go down. We're gonna have some red candles inbound. The price will decrease. Okay, guys. So again with IOTA, okay, it all depends on the volume. We can either go up, test this resistance of $1.06, or we're gonna go down. We're probably gonna hit around the 97 cents range, 98 cents. Okay. So if you're going to take a position, the full-time traders, they're going to be looking to take a position around 98 cents, in my opinion. I believe we're going to see this exponential moving average cross over and the bears start tugging down even harder. Okay, now let's look at a fib retracement real quick. From this bull run up down here. Does this look familiar, guys? Look at that. Look at where the price is right now, okay? We are just breaching into this green zone right here. So right now, if it breaches this zone and goes into green, we might see a pull up, right? A price increase, because that you'll get about a 10%, not sorry, not a 10% price increase. I think it's, let me see. But still, you get a position. I think it's somewhere around 8% if you take a trade right here. If you see a flush breakthrough of this resistance level on a Fibonacci retracement, where you could possibly hit the top of this green column right here. Okay, and it's similar, as you can see. It's close to this upper resistance of $1.06. Okay, now we can do that again with Bitcoin. I'll show you again. It should align correctly. So this, hold on. Actually, let's see. Let's look at Ethereum real quick. So as you guys can see, it'll show you it gives you good columns where you can see where positions could be made based on a Fibonacci retracement. Okay. So right now for Ethereum, just like Bitcoin, it's not very attractive. We need some flush breakthrough. We need the momentum. We need the volume to increase. So let's go on over to EOS. Now, EOS, as you can see on the 55-day exponential moving average, we just crossed over to 8-day EMA, right? That's a big bullish sign. So the bulls are targeting down. I believe we're going to break the trend line. We're going to go test the old support of around $7.75. It's a strong support. I have my buy order in for $7.76 to rebuy EOS to take a position. Okay, let me show you why. The profit from here to the resistance level again is a 14.93% profit. Okay, if I were to take a position at $7.76 and wait for it to go up and hit the resistance level again, that's a nice position. Just like other full-time traders, they're going to be looking for positions like this. Okay, they don't want to take it when it's hovering in the middle. Okay, now when it comes close to that resistance, if the bears are even tighter, if it's even they're even getting tougher and pulling down even harder, you might wait to take a position and wait for the fall, maybe around $7.51 or around the 7.25 area. Okay. Depending on circumstances, with if the volume, things like that, the market cap, momentum, you gotta look at all these things. Now let's look at a MACD, straight shot down on a momentum. RSI, straight shot down. So these aren't good signs. We're even on RSI. We're on the bearish bottom half of the RSI. Okay, the momentum's pitiful, the volume's pitiful. These are all bearish signs. Okay, so last one, let's look at Ripple. Now, let me explain something to you about Ripple. Okay, so again, volume absolutely pitiful. There's no volume. It's just dead. The momentum is dead. Okay, straight shot down on momentum. We're on a slight decline on the RSI too. These are all bearish signs, guys. And if someone was to take a position on Ripple, it would probably be around the 43 to 44 cents area. Okay? But I believe that I don't see Ripple ever going below 40 cents in the near future. Okay? That's just my quick update on Ripple. But I want to talk to you guys about HFT bots, because when we get in time frames like this, where we're kind of in a limbo between the bulls and the bears, and it's kind of in a purgatory kind of position. Let me clear all this for you guys. Let me show you something. This might happen in the future. If we don't go up, we don't go down, we go sideways. we're going to have millions of HFT bots. For you guys that don't know what HFTs are, it's high frequency trading bots. So this is what an HFT bot trading area looks like. We're going to go back a week in the Bitcoin chart and take a look. So if you guys see this narrow gap, right, where all this narrow channel right here, where we get all these wicks and up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. This is all evidence of high frequency trading bots. So their whole purpose is to seek and liquidate people's positions by going up and down, leaving all these wicks right here. Okay, so when you get into positions like this, people get wrecked, especially if you're trading on margin. Remember that. And if we see this happen where we are now in time, a week later, I believe we might see this forming, or we could go down if the volume stays the way it is and even decreases even more. The negative sentiment starts to seep in, complacency. We're going to go down, break some supports, and go down a little bit before the momentum builds up again, okay? But I believe what we're seeing here, where we're stuck in a limbo, right, from here, I believe we might see what's happening, what's starting to form now, might happen the same way it did last week, where we got this whole range of HFT bots just completely destroying everybody's positions by keeping it in a narrow channel, going up and down, up and down, up and down. Now remember, the people that own these high frequency trading bots, these robots that are doing the trading for them, they could do 1 million equations per second. They're computers, they're robots. We can't do that, okay? They could turn out and churn out a daily profit by making all these microscopic trades going up and down all day, okay? So basically they just do this all day long. Millions of robots just keep doing this, going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And they just leave everybody wrecked and battered and bruised, okay? And it keeps it in a sideways motion. So we might see that happening. It could be forming that way right now in the Bitcoin chart, where we just go sideways. We might have a lot of high frequency trading bots just taking over. And it might keep that way in limbo. If we don't go down or we don't go up, this is a third option that could be happening. So again, my analysis, if we need some serious whale volume to come in the market now to keep the bulls on their chasing the red flag and working their way up that hill. But if we don't get that right now, we do have some red candles inbound. We have a lot of FUD going out right now. People might want to be selling off and buying at the next position, at maybe at the old support, the next support down for full-time traders. But right now, I can't help to be bearish, guys. I'm not a perma bear, but I'm just keeping it real with you guys from my technical analysis, what I'm seeing and reading on the charts. So that's my analysis for right now, guys. Don't forget to press like, smash that subscribe button. Don't remember, I am coming up with courses and classes to teach. And if you guys have any coin where you want a personal technical analysis, just shoot me an email at cryptosides@protonmail.com, and I'll make a video, and we'll stack these cryptos together, guys. So that's it. You guys enjoy your weekend. This is Cryptosides signing out.